Alright guys, so for our video today, as well as other videos we shoot in half-step down tuning, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what half-step down tuning is, how to get there, and hey, can I just do that to my guitar? And can I go back and forth between half-step down and standard? So let's talk about that a little bit. First off, half-step down tuning means that we're going to tune each string 1 fret flat. So for example, our first string normally would be an E note. In half-step down tuning, we tune it to E flat. It's 1 fret flat. A lot of bands did this in the early days. It really helps with vocal range because we can sing lower. Male voices, a little easier to sing lower by 1 fret. It also loosens the strings up on the guitar a little bit, but it was mostly for vocal reasons that they did this. Early Van Halen did this, Kiss did it. A lot of the songs they did today were in half-step down tuning. So it does, you see it a lot. So the way that you would do this, if you have a tuner that registers flats, it's great. You just tune E to E flat, B to B flat, G to G flat, and so forth. A lot of tuners don't show flats, they show sharps. So if I want to tune my E to E flat, my tuner would actually register D sharp. So you have to think about that a little bit. My first string would be D sharp, my 6th string will be D sharp, my 2nd string, which is normally B, is going to be A sharp. My 3rd string, which is usually G, will now be F sharp. 4th string is usually D, it's going to be C sharp. And your 5th string, which is normally A, is going to be G sharp. So if you have a tuner that only registers sharps, you can still get to half-step down tuning, but you have to go to the notes that I just listed. Now, as far as going back and forth between your guitar that's set up for standard tuning and you want to put it in half-step down, you could drop a guitar in half-step down tuning and probably play it for a day or two and it would be fine. The thing is when you go from standard to half-step down, you're taking about 10 to 12 pounds of pressure or pull, string pull, off of the neck. So if your guitar is perfectly set up for standard tuning, as you take the tension off, the neck's going to want to straighten out, and you're probably going to get some lower string action and maybe some fret buzz. Also considering the looser string needs a little bit more string travel, a little bit more room to move, so you're going to end up with some rattles on your guitar. Going back and forth between standard and half-step really just moves that guitar neck back and forth all the time. It's not your best case. What you want to do, use one guitar standard tune, another guitar for half step. If that's not an option for you, if you only have one guitar, you could have it set up a half step down and then put a capo at the first fret and play everything standard tune with the capo, take the capo off, and you've got half step down tuning. I will tell you, back in the day when I was learning, I had a Les Paul, that was it. So I would use it standard tune for Led Zeppelin and things like that, and then I'm trying to learn Van Halen or Kiss, I have to tune it down a half step, and so my neck was just going back and forth all the time, and basically my guitar just didn't play right ever. It was always rattling because it was in a constant state of flux between the two tensions. So when I finally picked up I believe it was a Kramer guitar back in the day, I was able to keep it a half step down, play my Van Halen stuff on it, and we'll play Zeppelin, pick up my Les Paul, standard tune. It's the best of both worlds. So that's really the best bet. And you want to have another guitar anyway. If you're going to play in a band or perform or just try to record or anything, if you only have one guitar, if your guitar goes down, you're without a guitar. You break a string, you're without a guitar. It's really nice to have that second guitar available. So again, hope that you found this helpful on how to get to your half step down tuning and how to use the capo to bring you back to standard tune if you need to, if you have one guitar. Keep enjoying Guitar Animal. I'll see you.